Good morning, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing great. So, we all of you know that we have finished with the syllabus of computer topic, and today we are going to start with the revision of the syllabus part. So now we are going to revise the first topic, that is chapter number 2, hardware and software. So let's begin with the revision. All of you have learned about computers now. Computer, it is a very amazing machine and can perform different kinds of jobs like playing games, watching movies, right? And do you know who is the father of modern computers? Yes, Alan Turing is known as the father of modern computers. Now, the computer system, it is basically divided into two parts. The first one is hardware, which is referred to as when you can touch the physical parts of the computer system. Means the physical parts of the computer system that can be touched and seen by the user are called as the hardware. Software, these are those parts of the computer that cannot be seen as well as touched by the user. So these two, hardware and software, they are the basic parts of the computer. Next, we have to learn that the different types of hardware. All of you have known about the hardware now, that these hardware, they can be touched and seen. These hardware, they are divided into three types. The first one is input device, second is output devices, and the third is the storage devices. So, hardware is categorized into three types: input devices, output devices, and the storage devices. And who was known as the first computer programmer? Lady Ada Lovelace. Lady Ada Lovelace was known as the first computer programmer. Now, let us learn about the input devices. Input devices are the special types of hardware devices that are used to input the words, numbers, sounds, or pictures into a computer. Whenever you want to give the input to the computer system in either form, like words, numbers, sounds, or pictures, we make the use of the input devices. Now, let us study the examples of input devices. The first you can see on the screen is the trackball, which is one of the types of the mouse. Trackball has a ball on its top, and to move the pointer on the screen, roll the ball with your finger. Right? This is one of the input device. Second input device is your scanner. A scanner helps you to copy a picture or text printed on a paper into the computer system. When you have a picture or the text that is printed on a paper, it can be copied into the computer system with the help of the scanner. Next on the screen, you can see another input device, that is your web camera, which is primarily used to share the pictures and have live chats with your friends and relatives using the internet. You can chat with your friends or relatives using the web camera on the internet. Next input device we have is the joystick, which helps you to play the games. All of you like to play games on the computer system? So you can play the games with the help of the input device, that is joystick. It helps you to move the items on the screen. Now, let us revise the output devices. Output devices are those devices that display the information and the results on the screen. Means you can display the results or the information you have received using the output devices. So now let us study the output devices. First output device, that is the monitor. All of you know that monitor, it looks like a television screen. Whatever work you type on the keyboard can be seen on the monitor. It displays the processed information. This is the output device, monitor. Next output device is your printer, which helps you to print the output that you see on the computer screen onto the paper. Means the output that you have seen on the computer screen can be printed on the paper with the help of the output device, printer. Another output device is your speaker, which are used to hear music and sounds that are stored in a computer system. We have learned about the input-output devices. Now the next hardware type is the storage device. Storage devices are used for storing the data on the computer. Means whatever work you have done on the computer system, it can be stored on the storage devices. So now let us study some of the storage devices. The first one is your CD. The full form of CD is compact disc, which is round in shape, it is flat and has shiny disc, which can store a lot of information in it. So this is an storage device, right? Another storage device is your hard disk, which stores a huge amount of data and the information. This hard disk is present inside the CPU box. Last storage device, that is your pen drive, which is very small in size and it can store and transfer the data from one computer to the another. This pen drive, it can be handled very easily as it is very light in weight. Now we have done with the hardware part. Now we will be revising the next basic part of the computer system, that is the software. Now let us revise the software. Softwares are basically those parts of the computer system which cannot be seen and touched. That we have already discussed, that the softwares are the parts of the computer system which a user cannot see and touch. Now let us proceed to its types. Software is basically divided into two types. The first one is the system software and the second one is the application software. We have learned about the hardware types also, that was divided into three types, but in case of software, it is divided into two types. The first one is system software and the second is your application software. Let us learn about the system software now. System software is a set of programs that control the overall working of a computer system. Means all the work that are being performed on a computer system, it is being controlled by the system software. The example is operating system, which is a part of the system software and makes a computer run. Operating system, it manages all the inputs and the output operations and also manages the link between the different parts of the computer and the user also, right? Proceeding towards the next type of the software, that is the application software. The software that helps you to do a specific type of work is called as the application software. For example, there are many application softwares in your computer system like MS Paint, which is used for drawing pictures, games, which are used for the entertainment purpose, WordPad that can be used for typing and making corrections in the text. Calculator, which is used for doing the calculation work. So each and every work that you want to perform, it needs a specific application. Like for working, for typing the words, typing the numbers, you need WordPad. You cannot type in the game, right? In the same way, if you want to draw pictures, you need a program, you need a software, that is MS Paint. You cannot draw in calculator. So the software which help you to do a specific type of work, it is called as the application software. So this is all from this chapter. Go through this chapter thoroughly, read every topic, and we will be meeting next time. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day ahead.